Hi everyone, welcome to the page all about halo hair extensions. Here you can see I do have my Fox Hair Halo hair extension. So this video is all about how I install and remove my DIY temporary halo hair extensions. Let's get into it. First things first, to better understand how a halo hair extension work, I grabbed this demo to show you every piece of the halo. Now that we know the construction of our hair extensions, let me show you the step-by-step tutorial on how to install them. With your halo hair extensions, practice makes perfect. It might take you a few tries to best understand where this sits on your head shape and size and how comfortable it feels for you. Because I've been wearing a halo almost every day for nearly 2 years now, I know exactly where it fits on my head. So I always know, looking at my part line, that the halo is going to sit about 1 to 1.5 inches back from my natural hairline. So I already know to start creating this halo shape right about there. Always use your part line as your start. Let me show you what that looks like from the side. I'm going to begin my parting right here at my part line and start to create this halo section. As you can see, I've created this neat parting along the side of my head, and when you get to the top of your ear, I like to stay a good inch above my ear. I have done the exact same thing on the other side of my head. So from the back, we can see the neat parting that was created, and what you want to do with all of this hair on top is now to pin this up out of your way to allow space to insert your halo. You can use a little brush for this. Also, to part, you can always use a fine tooth comb or a pintail comb that allows for even parting. Now, to pin your hair up, you can use either a hair tie, scrunchie, clip. I prefer to use a clip, so that's what I'll be using today. I like to just kind of twirl this around itself, kind of make a little bun. I don't want any little ends sticking out. I want no hair along this hairline. So we're just going to pin this out of the way. Get this line as even as you can. If it is not 100% even, that is okay. Here's what this should look like. Perfect. Now that I have my hair parted the way it should be, I am going to go ahead and take my halo, open up all of our pressure sensitive clips. You should know they're open by hearing the snap. The tutorial I'm giving you is my personal preference to wear my halo and the easiest way I find it to also put on clients. If you look on YouTube, there's a million and one ways to do this. This is just the most effective and comfortable way I find to insert it and wear it throughout the day. So as you can see, this halo has 4 clips. You may have one that also has 3 clips, but regardless, you'll always have 1 or 2 clips in the back, and that is these ones right here in the middle. Instead of holding your halo like this, you now want to hold it by the weft by those 2 clips. As you can see here, kind of holding it upside down, because we are going to use this to throw over our head like this and have the weft sit evenly along our part line. So here you can see the back of my head. I am holding my halo like so at these 2 clips in the middle at the back, and I'm just going to throw this over my head. I am going to take these 2 clips and put them just below the line, if not on the line. If I were to clip onto the hair here that is pulled up, then once this is let down to cover the wefting of the halo, it is going to bevel. It's going to be a bump, it's going to be noticeable. We do not want that. We want this to sit the flattest on our head as possible. So let me go ahead. It's pretty simple to find where to put these clips because you will feel your scalp part right there. You'll also feel what is flat underneath the parting and what is pulled up above the parting. One key product you can also use to help keep the clips in place all day, if you are somebody like me who suffers from an oily scalp, is this Design Me Topper Volumizing Powder. This is what we use to help keep the clips in place all day, makes them feel secure, and they will not budge. This is the Design Me Puff Me Volumizing Powder. It is a Canadian brand that really helps with any clips, even in your topper. This is a gritty powder, so that just helps keep everything secure. I'm going to use this today. Before installing my halo, I like to spray this on the back. You can see just 2 puffs. You will feel the product working, you'll feel that grittiness, and this is just nice to know, also kind of as a guide as to where your clips sit. Like I said, once you get used to wearing it, you will know exactly where they sit on your head. So now that we have that in place, let's put the halo on. I am gonna take these clips, kind of shimmy them in, make sure that the weft is along my part line, take my thumbs underneath, and you should hear 2 clicks. And there you are. Your 2 back clips are in. Now let me show you how to do the sides. Same thing with the clips. I will put them up, and remember, this is a halo. So it's gotta sit in like a U shape. You get 1 clip on this side. Same thing on the other side. 1 clip. Now reminder, we still have this wire. This wire now is going to come up over the hair I pinned away and sit nice and flat on that part line I have previously created. Perfect. Now, as I showed you earlier as well, we do have adjustable straps for this wire specifically, and you will find out where exactly this sits on your head. They also do not need to be in the same strap. I have one that is in tighter more and one that's a little looser because that's just how it sits on my head. All right, so now that I have all the clips and the wire in place, it is time to let my hair down. You might notice as well the wire placement might lay a little further back, especially on these temple areas, than it does up here, and it might overlap some of that hair. That is okay with the wire. We can pull that through at the end. Now we just take this clip out and we let the hair fall. So at first you are going to look like this. You're going to see that wire and it's going to be parted still separate. Let's blend. To blend, I'm going to take this fine-tooth rat tail comb because I can use either end of this to help blend. First thing I like to do is take the fine teeth on the comb and just help brush through my hair. This moment can also be used to adjust your clips. If you feel like one has slid or anything like that, you can simply just take it while your bio hair is over it, push any hair out of it, readjust, and clip back in. If, like I said, I have any little hairs underneath, I can always use the rat tail end of this comb to pull those hair through. That way there's no bunching of the hair, there's no little ones underneath that are going to create any tangling or issues. There we go. Now your wire should sit pretty invisible. Let's look from the back. This blend is always so seamless. I'm always obsessed with it. And even if the wind blows, you do not see your halo whatsoever. You also don't necessarily have to wear your halo down. This could be used as a pony wrap. You can always also just use it as a clip-in weft, and you can remove the wire. I like to put mine up in a claw clip or do a low pony as well. I also have braided mine in the past, and it really works for those too. I'm so obsessed with this blend, I do not want to remove it. Now that you've worn your halo all day, you're ready to go to sleep and remove it. Let me show you how to do that. It's pretty simple. It takes 2 steps. So I always start in the back as well. It really doesn't matter for the removal process. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because this wire sits so seamlessly on the top of the head, I sometimes even have a hard time trying to find it on my own head. Which is a good sign. So now you want to take your finger and just try to find where that wire is sitting. I have found mine right here. And we're going to grab it like so and shimmy it to the back of our head. And there you go. It's removed. The best way to store your halo as well is in a silk lined bag that actually comes with the purchase, and also in a hairnet so it helps against tangling, frizzing, all of that stuff. I really hope that this installation and removal video helped you with your Flox Hair Halo extension. And if you are interested in one of our Flox Hair Halo hair extensions, you can find them here at floxhair.com. I will link them down below. I hope you love your halo. Thanks everyone.